once again to the Deiser Connection. How you doing? I hope you're doing great. Today we're really happy because we're premiering our latest section from the Deiser Connection, which is called Atlassian Around the World. In this case, we are trying to focus on the Atlassian Solutions partner perspective and learn how the solution partners work all around the world, all around the Atlassian ecosystem, but in their cultures, in their countries. I think that it should be interesting in order to find another point of view on how they approach different kinds of situations. The first interview that we did was in Budapest, in Hungary. We went to the META-Inf event and we decided to interview the two CEOs of META-Inf, Attila Gaspar and Tibor Hegyi. So thank you very much to both of them for participating in this interview, and I hope you guys find this interesting and insightful. So this is our first interview. Today is the number 9 of this series of events, and we have Attila Gaspar and Tibor Hegyi, who are co-CEOs at META-Inf. So we're going to ask a few questions about the Atlassian ecosystem in their role of Atlassian solution partners. The first question that I would like to ask: how did META-Inf become an Atlassian solution partner?
It's your question, Tibor, because it's an older story than my META-Inf career. Okay, let me try to sum up in a few sentences because it's a long story.
Yeah.
I wanted to put it short. I started to work with GRL in 2002, right after its release, and it immediately grabbed my heart, my mind, and I fell in love with this. And when I moved back from Germany, Atlassian started the solution partner program. So I created a company and then signed a contract with Atlassian. Maybe we were in the first wave of the European solution partners, I'm sure, but first in Hungary, most probably. There were some early adopters as well, but they are not in this field any longer. But we're still here, and 10 years ago, Attila joined the company, and I believe that the company got a real spin after that moment. So we are not only 2 any longer, but almost 50. Great, steep growing phase in our life, and we're going forward, bigger and better.
We love to work each other, and we earned some pretty cool badges. As you know, we are Platinum Solution Partner Enterprise. We have IT specialization. It really motivates us. It's sometimes it seems impossible to reach the limits which Atlassian requires from us in this small market. But it's a kind of challenge, and this is our passion as well. That's why we always succeeded to reach them.
What do you think that are the challenges that Atlassian faces in Hungary?
Actually, Hungary was a typical country of the server platform, similar to Germany or something like that. So the announcement which Atlassian made 3 or 4 years ago that he stopped supporting the server platform, it was a really life-changing moment in the life of the Hungarian Atlassian community. And we put so much effort to educate the market and encourage them to be brave enough to move to the cloud. I think it's not a finished story yet, but the server support has already ended. Maybe we need a little bit more time because some of the companies stay still on server, not too many, but some. And some companies just changed to the data center because that was the easier way. So I think that's a real challenge here in Hungary. Quite a slow cloud adoption. On the other hand, as I already mentioned to you, Hungary is not a very big market. We have a special language, Hungarian, which is only we speak in Hungary. And the Hungarian market is very cost sensitive, so it's not too easy to win a good project if there is only one big aspect for the decision, the price. Nothing else. We can have badges, we can have professionals, we can have experience. If somebody else do it 1,000 Hungarian forint cheaper, then they will win.
Another problem is that, as far as I can see, Hungary and probably Central Europe in general is years behind what we see in Western Europe and mostly in the USA. Whenever we attend the team conference, we always see the cutting edge, biggest innovation and improvement, and it takes years until we can implement the solutions here. And then customers realize the benefits of those innovations. In the beginning, it took, 5 to 6 years. It was 5 to 6 years behind the cutting edge solutions Atlassian provided. Nowadays, I wouldn't say 5 to 6 years. I think the distance is shorter, still a couple of years. It's very difficult for us to adapt the innovative solutions that we meet we get to Atlassian at Team 24, 20 seats, whatever. We need to adapt those solutions or those way of thinking to the Hungarian specialty. It's a difficult thing because there we get a very motivating impression, and when we come here, we need to adapt to the current situation.
It's a difficult thing, yes. I believe that this happens in several countries, in several other cultures, and that's really interesting. It's really interesting to know.
And we are here at the META-Inf Atlassian Day, which is our international conference. We give you an aspects regarding to the conferences and events. So there is a special attitude of the Hungarian people in general. So it's not very similar than, for example, people in America. So Hungarian people are a little bit more shy to ask, and they are not so assertive during communication with the conference situation. So sometimes it's not enough to bring here so many talented and unique vendors as you guys, but we need to do something else. That's the reason why we created gamified motivation for the attendees. We have a lottery. They need to collect stamps. And we kind of force them, not only encourage them to go to the booth, ask questions, and if we can break the ice after that moment, of course they can communicate and they can create good conversations.
From all the products that Atlassian provides, which ones have the best adoption? Okay,
I think the Hungarian market is a typical market in this aspect. The easiest adoption is Jira. Various forms of Jira. It's not talking about the platforms, but Jira itself is an easy adoption normally for companies because of its numerous features. Easy to understand what it is used for and what improvements they can make to the processes the companies with it. And then the next is Confluence. I can say, and I'm pretty sure about this. And so I think in this aspect, we really follow the typical Atlassian pattern. Atlassian always emphasizes this: go with Jira first, and then expand to Confluence, and then to the other products as well later. And yeah, this is what we do, and this is what we experience here in my opinion.
Cool.
Jira Service Management, for example, is a very typical product because ITSM is a very hot topic in Hungary. Generally, I say if you are a small company, you call it customer service. If you are a big company, you call it IT service management or enterprise service management. But the core thing behind these topics are the same. So you want to provide services internally or externally Mostly it really doesn't matter. You need SLAs, you need automation, you need knowledge base, and that's a pretty cool tool from Atlassian. And that's the reason why we started with the IT team specialization. You know, we are the developer of email this issue. It's a really cool product to extend the customer portal with the email channel. So very big amount of our users are using some kind of service management. Nice. Very nice.
How does Hungary tech adoption affect META-Inf when how META-Inf implements Atlassian's product?
I think tech adoption is just one side of things. It could be related to the slow cloud adoption, that the tech adoption, tech level or quality of the technological way of thinking is not as sophisticated as in the US, where the cloud just very successful. They are ahead of everyone else, every other countries. But the tech adoption is still years behind.
Yes.
And many companies have their own server infrastructure or have their own virtual cloud infrastructure, but still a kind of server instance that they're running. So this kind of tech adoption definitely affects the adoption of the cloud platform as an idea.
Okay.
The other thing is that it's not strictly related to tech, the quality of tech adoption, but to the level of digitalization.
Okay.
Through this conference, we refer to the quality of digitalization, the level of digitalization, still very low.
Yeah.
Many companies use Excel to manage their projects, tasks, or use email accounts or email systems for ticketing or support, and this is not very good. This means that by implementing a solution, we need to start very low, implement a basic solution, that we need to change the customer's mindset, that they want to change from Excel to Jira on a basic level. And then we can step forward and implement more and more sophisticated solutions. For example, it's not obvious all the time that Jira comes with the assets, and assets provide a lot of many new ways of thinking and many new possibilities, opportunities. Or in the cloud, there is an AI available in the cloud, so let's use them effectively. Help your teams, please, Mr. Customer. And it's still not possible in one go, because we are too far from the adoption level.
Okay, cool. Anyway, we even have data behind this, folks. We just finished a big countryside survey. We asked more than 1,000 white-collar workers about working efficiency, collaboration, using any kind of knowledge bases or something like that. And 44% of this amount of workers said that they are using Microsoft Excel for task management. And it was 76% who are using email for the most popular internal communication channel. And even if the big companies, more than 500 employees, using email internal communication, the 84%. So it's almost unbelievable. But we can say, with a positive attitude, there is room for improvement for Atlassian.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's the biggest room, as you've heard from someone else.
Exactly. Yeah,
the biggest room is the room for improvement.
The next question will be how to overcome, this the low level of digitalization. You mentioned that you need to start on a really low level and then improve and develop more solutions. Is there something else, something special that you need to take into account with that?
Just to clarify, in my point of view, there is a big difference between companies in Hungary. So there are so many companies in Hungary who are in the really cutting edge, working with the really cutting edge technology, and they are ahead of the neighbors. But there are so many companies who are who are left behind. So I think we need need things to do, and the education is very important for those companies who are still using email and Excel for very different, for example, for collaboration. So email is a very good communication channel, but not good for collaboration, not good for task management, for example.
Several years ago, we started to systematically educate the Hungarian market and companies of the importance of the cloud. And not only of the importance, but of the benefits, that this is a secure platform, this is a cost-efficient platform, and it's not a very expensive luxury decision that they can make. So this kind of education was manifested in our user group events that we have every quarter, and of course the big event of META-Inf Atlassian. We always emphasize the cloud platform and the benefits of cloud. And it's been done for years now. So we do everything what we can, what is in our capabilities.
We always love to spread what we know. That's the reason why, for example, Atlassian implementation project starts with the training from our side, because there is a very interesting and strange phase at the beginning of the implementation project, because we as METAInf really doesn't know too much about the customer yet, and the customer doesn't know too much about the Atlassian, and we need to overcome this situation, and we try to learn the customer processes, the customer vision, goals, and strategies as fast as possible, and we try to encourage the customer learn as many things as possible about Atlassian, and let's create a wider and wider common knowledge. And in my point of view, that's one of the key of the success of an implementation project, that we can think together. They are always better than us in their processes. Hopefully we are better than the customer in Atlassian.
How does the cultural norms affect the way you do your work with Atlassian customers?
Well, I think it is a direct effect on us, because we had to adapt recently. We changed our strategy to be a part of the Hungarian market and to be successful in the Hungarian market. We set up a business development team that apply innovative solutions to reach out to customers, to the proper level in the customer, within the customers. We may not need to get access to the highest position, highest level, but to a level that has the biggest influence on things. And we were not very successful in the past in this attempt, but we do everything we can. As you probably noticed in the keynote presentation that Attila and I had yesterday. So we try to adapt, because in many companies the decisions are made by on a certain level, and not made grassroots. Of course, there are examples of grassroots movements when the colleagues and teams start to explore innovative solutions like Jira. An innovative solution, and then it has an effect, and then it can lead to a decision and a strategical decision made by the company. In most of the cases, we need to step a little bit higher and reach out to people who understand the benefits, the cost efficiency, who understand the quality of work in their teams, how this could be improved. And then they will make a decision, and it will have an effect on the team and then upwards on the whole organization. Because the decisions are not typically made grassroots from the teams.
What are some of the key differences in work styles that you have encountered in this ecosystem?
Well, we see a lot of things.
Yeah.
We have many customers, and we see very strict, very regulated customers working in a very regulated industry, where everything is according to the legal environment, according to the internal rulings and the customs and whatever. And we see, of course, innovative, creative, agile companies who try to work in sprints, who try to adapt quickly to challenges and embrace the idea of being agile. Probably comes with being more successful, more effective, and not wasting time with the upfront planning and designs and whatever, but trusting each other. And the trust is a very important aspect in this. For example, we have a very dear customer, Elpic, and they are doing this agile approach in implementing their ITSM services. And we're part of the agile process. So we attend the plannings, we work in sprints and reviews and demos and everything. And it works perfectly. Our colleagues or consultants love it. And this is an ideal combination or collaboration with this customer. Sometimes the customers are really strict. They have to, they are not allowed to move outside their little boxes because of the industry, because of the whatever circumstances. And then we need to adapt to this and then help them be a little bit more innovative step by step. It's small steps, so we give them ideas, and then sooner or later we hope to be able to transform that and help them be a little bit more adaptive.
What are your expectations for the Atlassian ecosystem for the next 5 years?
One of the main priority of Atlassian is work management, and I really love that topic. I was always happy to see customer stories. For example, the Hungarian Atlassian meetup or even the META-Inf Atlassian, which is not related to because that was the straightforward customer story, kind of IT or software development team are using Jira in an innovative way. But when marketing, finance came into the picture, it was even more interesting for me. So I cross my finger for Atlassian to empowering this market share, and I would love to see that more and more non-IT teams joining to the ecosystem. I was really happy to see a dedicated section, for example, at our conference for HR. Customer story with strategic presentation, with solution presentation. So that's my expectation.
Nice.
I cannot stop thinking of how cloud is going to gain some more momentum. Especially in Hungary, so that's and not only Hungary. I would say because we have marketplace apps, and it's really not we're not outside this process of gaining momentum in the cloud, and we prefer that. We help all the customers with whatever we can to move to cloud, but strategically, what Atlassian is going to do to even push the existing data center customers more and more to the cloud. I think that this is going to happen. Or encourage them. But maybe 5 years will not be enough for that transformation to be completed. But this is going to continue, and I think we're going to see more and more innovations in the cloud, only in the cloud, just to attract others.
Okay, cool, nice. Really good answer, and I think that we are done with the question. Thank you very much. You liked the interview and you found it interesting and insightful, and we're really looking forward to creating more interviews like that. So stay tuned because there's gonna be more. Thank you very much for being there, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.